Stop scrolling through those expensive retail sites. Now we all know the pain of needing a fresh kit, but seeing those crazy high prices. Well, there's a smarter way to support your team. Welcome to okjersey.com. The quality speaks for itself. Look at the detail on these designs, whether it's the latest from Manchester City or a classic City kit. You can get any jersey in every size you need, and yes, you can fully customise it with your name, your number, or your favourite legends details, from the Premier League present to EPL retro. If you're looking for it, it's here, and it's always for the best price. Ready to save big? Head to okjersey.com now and use code NAF at checkout. That's code NAF to score an extra 8% off your entire order. Cheers.
Go and win the game. Do not lose it. Do not lose it. Do not fucking lose it. Do not fucking lose it! You fucking piece of shit! You fucking wankers! You absolute wankers! You absolute...
Let's fucking go. Marc Guehi to Liverpool is happening. We needed another centre-back badly. Marc Guehi to Manchester City. Here we go. Deal done, and exclusive story from the morning now confirmed. Antoine Semenyo to Liverpool. Here we go. This is going to happen in January. You just know it. There's been solid links for about a month now, and Fabrizio has just confirmed them. Antoine Semenyo to Manchester City. Here we go. Deal done and agreed.
What can you say? What can you say? I'm just trying to cope, okay? There is one big positive here. Go and win that fucking title. Go and win that fucking...
And welcome back to We Are the South Stand, where all I have to say is...
Inshallah. Oscar Bob and...
What a weekend. Football is a humbler, I believe they say. And do you know what? Hold tight, Josh. I don't know if you're in the comments. Yes, you are in the comment. Are you in the comments? Yeah. Do you know what? This comment you made is sensational. I am going to title up a video with this at some point. We may not be the same city, but they are the same Arsenal. Fucking brilliant. Yeah, and do you know what? It's a weird one yesterday for me. I can't lie. Because I didn't know how to act. Because I was on Never a Foul midday yesterday. And after kind of, obviously, I live with Cass, who's a United fan. And we had Ty and Cass on, who were both United fans, doing way too much. And it made me realise, and it took me back to the FA Cup final when they won it, right? And United have been shit, so I don't care about them. But then when at half-time in that FA Cup final, when they were 2-0 up, it reminded me just how much I fucking hate them, right? And the hate is different. And seeing how they have acted since they beat us, right, made me realise, do you know what? I don't know if we're going to win the league this season. I don't want United to beat Arsenal because they need to stay in their fucking box. But then I can't lie, when they beat Arsenal, I was over the fucking moon. I don't know how to act. I don't know if we're back in a title race. I mean, 4 points tells me we're in a title race, right? Well, Pulpy, I think, thinks we're in a title race. But yeah, it was a mad game. And it is relevant to us. I mean, 4 points is definitely, we're back in it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
we'll never out of it.
With one or two false stones already, you know, and as I say, we're back in it, but these next 2 games worry me.
Yeah, massive. Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's where I am. Look, that saying there, we may not be the same City, but you are the same Arsenal, right? Is that I had an Arsenal fan message me last night and say, you lot are better fix up and give us a proper title race. I said, to be honest, mate, we don't need to do anything. You seem to be doing it perfectly fine yourself. Because we haven't really fixed up that much. No. I cannot believe we are still 4 points within 4 points of them lot. And it does make you start to think their mentality. Did anyone see kind of how deflated some of their players looked at the end of that game yesterday? It looked like
their fans look worse.
I tell you what, game's massive now, and I know we've got to beat Newcastle first at home, right? And they've got to beat Chelsea, but I do think they beat Chelsea. That Carabao Cup final is massive, because their heads are going to go. If we can win that Carabao Cup final, their heads are going to absolutely explode. But anyway, enough about them. Let's talk about City. Firstly, everyone have a good weekend.
Very good.
Mine's just finishing.
Why isn't it?
It's Australia Day today in Australia, so everyone's been having parties and barbecues and shit like that.
It's just an Australia Day.
Australia Day.
What's Australia Day?
Well, it's the invasion day when we invaded them, and when the Brits invaded them and they became independent, and it's Australia Day. Some bullshit.
Hold on. What, we invaded them and they became independent? That doesn't sound right.
I know, but when we saw the Union Jack in the ground, Captain Cook.
Yeah, but
so
surely that's not them becoming independent. That's us.
I know, but it's like I take the piss because I just put pictures of the Union Jack everywhere, and they don't like it at all.
I can imagine.
I just said to them today when I was at the barbecue today in St Kilda, I'm like, well, guys, raise your glasses to Captain Cook, and the others fucking stared at me. I was like,
hey, and what is what's going on with this Alan in a cap?
I've been in the sun all day.
Oh, is that what it is? It's the sun.
Yeah, and I've lay on the sofa because I fell asleep before, and Elliot woke me up about 20 minutes ago. So my hair's everywhere. So
right, okay. So I won't ask who Elliot is and why Elliot's waking you up. Each their own.
He rings me to talk about the game at the weekend.
Right, okay, got you. Right, Pulpy, you go to the game.
I did, mate. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Andy, did you fly over or?
I did indeed. By the way, I have a wee side note to this latest trip. If I just divert for a second.
Yeah.
I went over with a friend of mine who is a Huddersfield fan. We were on the same flight over on the Saturday morning, the 6 o'clock flight. But he travelled home yesterday afternoon. And I was on the 6 o'clock flight yesterday morning. And he texts me at about 2:30. He says, guess who I've just bumped into? And I says, no, you're going to tell me. He says, Donnarumma. He's in the departures lounge. He says, he's going to get a... He says, no, he's heading off somewhere. Here's me. He's a game on Wednesday. What's he doing in the departures lounge at Manchester Airport? So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they have the day off today or what. I don't know.
Do you know what? The beauty of footballers, they can do that, can't they? Just fly out for a day and fucking fly.
Yeah.
Mind you do it. Yeah. I mean, and it is Galatasaray. I was going to say if it was Newcastle this week, then you'd think maybe he, there's not a rush, but he's probably just got a day off, little trip to Italy to see his family.
Yeah, could be.
We hope. Yeah, there we go. Players are off today. Woo! Hey. Right, well, apart from the fact that the title race has been blown wide open, where do we start? I mean, we start with the fact, I guess, that there was a bit of a change to the lineup. Haaland's on the bench, Foden on the bench.
That's what I wanted.
People are reading so much into this. It's insane.
Well,
yeah, just like
in what way? In what way?
Right. We all know they are the two most overworked players this season.
Yes, absolutely.
Haaland is a long way out, right? So the reason he's not been rotated, not dropped, is because he's been no one else to replace him, right?
Yep.
And he is our number one output. So those two reasons, right? Now, now Marmouche is back, you would expect him to be rotated and rested for games where he doesn't particularly need to play, which was Wolverhampton Wanderers at the weekend.
Yep.
And Foden's been out of form, and now we've got players back who are there and fit, then you'd expect anybody to be rotated. They're making a big deal about it, like, oh, he's got to be dropped. It's just let Pep handle the squad.
Do you know what I actually took from the weekend, right? And from that was, firstly, I do think Foden and Haaland need a rest, right?
Yes.
And whether it be mental or physical, bit of both, right? Bit of a time of pressure off you and let someone else come in. But also, I think something that's really important is Pep needs to trust the players and know he can trust the players. And what we actually need, if we want to continue to go in every competition, right? Which I can say that again now. I was saying that the other day, going, we're still in every competition, kind of thinking, fucking hell, I feel like, but we are still very much in every competition for now. Maybe not the Champions League, but we're going to need all of our forwards to be competing for places. That's what I take from it. That what we saw at the weekend is that there is competition, right? That it's not a Haaland must start every single game because we don't have any other options. Now we can look at it and go, do you know what? And I hate to say it, but I've been saying all season, right? There is actual stats to go and look at when Haaland's not available, right? The back end of last season. The back end of last season, Marmouche played and we won 6 out of 7, scored 14 goals. And I kept saying it, and I was like, no, you must. That's why Haaland keeps. Marmouche wasn't really like, I feel like when Marmouche came back from the injury, there was probably, firstly, Haaland was bagging for fun at that point. But secondly, there could have been an element of Marmouche was coming back from an injury and didn't want to rush minutes when he had the AFCON coming. So,
and he probably wasn't match fit. He'd been out. Some players generally don't recover quick from injuries. They don't tend to get up to match speed again, and all for the sake of rotating somebody when you don't need to.
Yeah. And
let's be real. Haaland, right? As much as he probably needs a rest, he doesn't put much. He's not a massive worker on the pitch.
No,
he's not like a Paul Dicker who would run around and close everyone down for 90 minutes, is he? He literally, most of the time, is a training cone in the middle of the pitch waiting for an opportunity. So he's not like he's physically tired. He just might have needed a break, and it's not.
It's different. They're different types of players as well. But it's nice to see that we've got options now. Do you think there's an element of Haaland sat on that bench at the weekend, Andy, thinking, why don't you lot ping balls over the top to me like that?
I know.
Because go on.
I just think that we looked a lot more fluid.
Yeah.
Up front on Saturday. Certainly Núñez coming back was massive bonus.
Yeah. Speak on it a bit more. I think Núñez is right now, like, we missed him a lot, man. I saw someone say, "Oh, you know what? He wouldn't have made a difference against Man United," but I think maybe he would have. He would have. And defensively, he's good. I mean, yeah, I think Núñez was probably a shout. I know Guehi was very good as well, but I think Núñez was probably a shout for man of the match on Saturday as well, to be fair.
Yeah. Guehi seemed to calm the whole thing down at the back. He didn't do anything exceptional, but he just got the ball, got rid of it to the right player, right spot, right time. And I know it was Wolves, but Wolves haven't been bad lately. They're on current form. They're certainly not the worst team in the league. But Guehi just seemed to sort of calm everything down, and got things moving forward.
I think Pep, what Pep said about him after the game, he said, see it from 2 training sessions with him, can see just how he knows what he's doing. And this is the thing. Do you know what? This is where, shout out to Viana and the board, like where we are right now, it's good that they went out and got 2 Premier League proven players, right? There's no, and especially with a defender, it's so important. It does look like Guehi. It's the most kind of I've ever seen a player probably look like they've been at the club for months. That performance, it was just very
perfect plug and play, innit? Just
it literally plug and play. Yeah. It's like whatever you were doing at Crystal Palace against these Premier League teams, do the same here.
Yeah, just carry on.
Good on the ball. I'll tell you what, he played a couple of absolutely beautiful passes.
That diagonal pass in the first 5 minutes, I thought, I'll have a bit of that. We don't have much of that. Diaz does it, but they don't particularly have much output for that. But I was like, just get in there and just spray a diag out and cut out the middle man and get the ball moving quickly.
Yeah, and
I will say this. All the changes he made was a positive one, right?
Yeah.
Mamouche, at last we have someone that moves and runs and presses.
Yeah.
Presses, big time he presses, because Haaland doesn't press.
Yeah.
But Pope is right where he just stands there and waits for the ball to come to him rather than. And Mamouche went out there and made things happen.
Yeah.
Which I noticed. I think resting Foden was a good thing because he hasn't played well recently. Jay came in and did a job for us and played well.
Sorry, who did? Sorry, who did you say came in?
Well, Turkey came in for Foden.
Oh, like Turkey came in. Yeah, kind of.
It was better. Well, I just think
I think it's more right. Was it Turkey for Foden?
I thought Foden hasn't played well recently. No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. Definitely not.
Yeah. So Mamouche made a difference. I think the Guehi was huge.
Yeah.
He's organised. He knows what he's doing. He's very, very, very intelligent. You can see the way he plays. He knows exactly what he's doing. And the tram driver, as I call him.
When do you stop calling him the tram? At what point do you stop calling him? Mate,
he was very, very good. I'm not going to hold my hands up.
Has been all season, really, isn't he?
Yeah.
He must be a job promotion, Alan, surely, but now.
Yeah.
So he can carry on.
He's definitely not.
He can carry on. He can carry on driving the trams when he's not working at City. So I quite like him doing that. So I was quite happy with him, and especially hearing the news today that we might be in for certain ex-Liverpool players playing in Spain at the moment.
I fucking love that.
That would be so funny, wouldn't it? That would be so funny.
I mean, I don't know if it will. It would be great just for the fact of boiling piss, because them lot would. Oh my god! I mean, it's like the biggest irony. It would just be the biggest irony if he got him in time for that game. It's just a definition. Could you imagine, right? That ultimately, a player that has said it means more, right, and then left his childhood club to go abroad, right, then actually goes to the club that he was talking about, it means more about. It would be, but for me, I can see a world where he ends up. Well, I can firstly see a world where Real Madrid actually go, hold on, it's his first season, we're going to give him another season. And especially like a different manager comes in. Secondly, I think if he goes anywhere, I could see there being a world where Liverpool take him back. I don't think he would end up at City. I'd be shocked if he did that. He's a real scumbag.
Pep Linders has been having a few words with him. I'll tell you, been told that already. So
I'm not having it, lads.
Yeah, I can see by the look on your face, you are not having it.
I'm not having it. I cannot sit here, right, as a City fan of 30 odd years, and want a rival player who is. It's not just a rival player. He's been part of our title challenging team for the last 5-6 years. He's a local Liverpool lad. It's all this Liverpool more. I could not have him wearing a City shirt. Can't do it.
Yeah, it would look weird.
Same way I couldn't have ever had, if we were title challengers for United in the 90s, I couldn't have a Gary Neville sign for us.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I can't do it. I can't sit there and do it. Now, the people say, well, we've had Tevez, we've had McManaman, we've had Fowler. Yes, we were not on that level then.
Yeah.
They were, you know what I mean? Tevez, we signed Tevez, we weren't title challengers, really.
No.
United were. I'm not having it. I couldn't have it.
Tevez is not a local. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
But I couldn't have a Trent. I couldn't have anyone that's a Liverpool academy has gone through the system and come to what I can't do it. The same way, I wouldn't expect Liverpool to flirt and want Phil Foden.
Yeah,
because he's a man. He's a City. You just can't do it. Now, a lot of the drama and the noise online is these foreign fans and fans that don't live in the Manchester area don't understand that rivalry.
No, you don't. You don't
have that. You can't. You just can't do it. I can't have Kobe Mainoo playing for City. I couldn't have Rashford play. I can't do it. I can't have.
And this is the thing.
Cats and dogs, you can't have that. You can't do it.
It's the fact. I think for me, the thing is as well. It's because he's come through their academy. He's a Liverpool boy. Like, part of that is that, you know, when they play Everton, when they play City, when they play United, it means more because he's a local.
It's a rival. It's a rival that you brought up as a dog to hate cats. You know what I mean? You just are. You just hate. It's just the way it is. I cannot. Look, if City dropped off the face of the earth and Trent Alexander came in and we're Bobbins,
I disagree with you, bro. I don't think dogs are brought up. I don't think dogs are brought up to hate cats. I think cats are actually just obnoxious little shits that fucking attack dogs, to be honest.
Someone's mentioned Sterling, right? Liverpool weren't our title rivals when we took Sterling.
Well, no,
Sterling's not a Liverpool lad.
Sterling's from Northwest London. This is the thing. Sterling is from Northwest London. It's different.
He's a stone cold scouser, mate. He's a stone cold scouser. And he's been born and bred in Liverpool City Centre, and I cannot have that. The same way they wouldn't have a Phil Foden. They wouldn't have.
No, I hear you on that.
Nico O'Reilly wouldn't do it. Hey, they wouldn't have it.
But like Jay said, at the moment, like, I can't lie. I'm not looking at this City. I want a right back as backup at this point, because I actually think with how we play, and I understand in certain games this season, right, like, but in fact, no, he wasn't there against United or Bodo. So I can't even use them as examples. I think Núñez has been good this season. And I actually think what he contributes going forward, I don't think there's that many people in world football that will contribute that. Like, I actually think at this point, if we bring in a right back, it's probably going to be an understudy to Núñez.
I was listening to LB the other day, and I agree with him what he said. What City should be targeting, Viana, whoever, go out and find the best available under 23 right back anywhere in the world. Bring him in, tell him this is what's happening, and it's up to you to take Núñez's place.
Well, there is that, and the other thing is, though, when you look at it, Andy, is like, so we've got Guehi and Kuzanov right now, and we'll talk on them in a minute. But in a matter of weeks, right, Diaz is going to be back. Now, I think that Diaz will probably then slot in alongside Guehi, right? I think. I don't know.
He will.
And then by the summer, Vardio is back. Now, Vardio might play on the left and O'Reilly might come into the middle potentially or something like that. There's other things. But there is also the fact that we have to remember when Kuzanov has been asked to do a job on the right-hand side, Kuzanov has been good on the right-hand side as well. So I actually think I probably would go and get an under 23, but I just think with the centre-backs that we actually have once we get a fully fit squad, I think we potentially with Núñez and Kuzanov actually do have cover there as well. So
everything was fine with the changes they made on Saturday. It was fine. Yes, it was only Wolves, and yes, they've been struggling this year, but they've been playing better. It worked. We got the most important. We got 3 points. I thought we played well for about 35 minutes, but after that we were pretty average. Are we good enough to win the title with that team? No, and I still think that. You know, I'm not going to talk about the Reds because I hate the pair of those teams. And I mean,
all three of them.
All three of them just fucking hate all three of them. Horrible. The cartel, I hate them. What they're doing to our club at 115 and also the rivalry, just horrible. And you walk around, you know, Melbourne at the moment, you see a lot of Arsenal tops. All of a sudden, they're appearing. You think, Christ Almighty, and the fans are horrible.
It's the same over here.
Oh, mate, seriously.
People I never thought never even knew were Arsenal fans, and now they're.
You know, and I'm getting texts off United fans. I'm getting texts off United fans saying the back. I'm like, oh my god, do you know what I mean? So, I didn't really cheer at the yesterday's result on that part because I don't like either of them. So, you know, but it's all changing again on Wednesday because we can't play the guys we've just bought.
Yeah, that's a bit of a worry.
So, and to me, this is my personal opinion. It might not be right, because we've got to figure out who we're going to play at centre half on Wednesday, because we can't play Guehi, and we can't play Rodri's out suspended. You know, I think we're second favourites on Wednesday.
So have you just come on here to be negative, ultimately, Alan? Is that what you're saying?
No. But I'm trying to be realistic. I'm being honest.
I'm joking. No.
I just don't. I think we're second favourites on Wednesday. I really do.
You think Galatasaray are the favourites?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
Our defence. Let me finish. Our defence, without a leader at the back and no CDM, we're piss weak. And
all right,
we've seen the evidence.
No. So tell me what you know about Galatasaray.
Not a lot, to be honest with you, but I think they'll beat us.
Okay. All right. So it is a.
Awesome.
I hear what you're saying, but I hear what you're saying. Without Guehi, I do hear what you're saying.
Without Guehi, no Rod.
But at the same time, to say that you think Galatasaray are going to win away from home, where you know fuck all about Galatasaray, is also a bit kind of like.
All right. I'm worried. I'm worried about Wednesday.
I'm worried about Wednesday. The worst thing is, Alan, you know what? We could win and we still don't qualify. We could win, and that is what I can see happening. I can see us winning, but I just worry that the playoffs is not what we need right now. I like the playoffs.
It's not. I agree, but whose fault is it in the first place? Pep's for doing what he did and replace all 10 players. I knew that would bite us in the ass. I knew it.
What, the Leverkusen game?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Agreed. Pulpy, anything to say on this subject? Yeah.
I think people are doing the same thing they did against Villarreal, saying they're hyping up to be like an amazing team when really we should have beaten them. We should have beaten Bordeaux Glimt. Really, it's one of those bad day at the offices. I think it's one of them. You just have to put the best team out and hope for the best. It should be enough.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got 2 fit centre backs, so there's no drama there. It'll be probably Ake and Kusanov, right, or Lane. So we've got choices there.
I think in this, I know I keep seeing a lot of. It's very clear at the moment online. You're seeing a lot of Ake and Rico must not start for us. Now, with what we have,
Ake will.
That's what I was going to say. Against Galatasaray in this game, I actually think I would start Ake over Max Aline. Like big time.
Pep will set the game up to just dominate possession. It will be a dominate possession kind of game.
Yeah.
See, I did the maths here. I was looking at the tables and stuff about the possible permutations. I don't think a 1-goal victory will be enough. No. I think we need to sort of look at it as if we need to get at least a 2-goal advantage. Because
I think we need a 3 or 4, to be fair. But I don't think
the only thing that'll help us really is the English clubs dropping points, except Arsenal, they're done. But you know, a draw between Paris and Newcastle helps us massively. Because then if we only need to beat Galatasaray by a goal, that knocks us up 2 places. But we would then rely on the likes of Spurs or Chelsea to lose at Napoli to get us into the 8th place.
Yeah.
But we have Sporting Lisbon's just a goal behind us, and they're away to Bilbao. So
it's going to be an interesting night. Very interesting night.
We're going to need to beat Galatasaray by a bigger score than Sporting Lisbon winning Bilbao, because I think they will. I know Bilbao is a hard place to go, but Bilbao is nothing really to fight for. They're sort of guaranteed.
What we saying, Leipzig's second leg?
Yeah.
It's going to be like that Leipzig second legger. Haaland's going to score 7.
Well, that comes on to my next point. What do you do on Wednesday night? Do you bring Haaland back or put him on the bench? Because lately, we don't seem to be creating what we did on Saturday. Marmouche is more.
I think Marmouche plays as well. I think Marmouche will start as well.
What, Marmouche and Haaland?
Yeah, Marmouche will just drop out to the left-hand side because we can't play Semenyo, can we?
Doku's looking like he might be in. Well, looks like he's carrying an injury.
Yeah, so
not be
I mean,
fit.
for the sake of it, just Marmouche on the left. You know,
What?
like
Cheeky
Turkey
little
Arsenal on the
what are
right.
you saying? Little check. Pep switches to a little cheeky 4-4-2.
Well, to be fair, mate, you know what? The on the weekend, it from where I was sat, it was a 4-4-2.
I noticed that.
It was the Marmouche and Semenyo were playing down the middle together.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that. That's the thing. Semenyo is not a touchline winger. He's more of an inside forward.
He was inside. Yeah, it was like there were two wide strikers.
Yeah, but this is a thing. I do feel like that can work. This is when we need it can only work with Nunes on the pitch though, because then Nunes basically is operating a bit like a right wing back.
Yeah,
and he's providing the which. And to be fair, then you can whether it be Doku on the left or whether it be again O'Reilly getting down the left hand side. Because the beauty of with O'Reilly getting down the left hand side is we are still talking about someone that actually was an attacking midfielder through the academy.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting when you look at it that way. You do think right now with the play. If we get back to a fully fit squad, is there a world where he kind of plays Haaland and Marmouche, or Haaland and Semenyo, or Marmouche and Semenyo? But let's talk a bit more about the midfield on against Wolves, because for me, something that I really noticed that I hate whenever I see a bad City, it's a City that are not winning our second and third balls and are not recycling the ball quick enough. I feel like the other day, that's something we were doing really well. There seemed to be more energy in the middle of the park. Would you agree? And what was that? What brought the energy? Was it Bernardo kind of sitting a bit deeper, or
I think it is Bernardo. Bernardo is best in that position, right, where he can just play anywhere across the back, dropping to get the ball, making the angles for the short passes, which he does a lot. And he always finds a space. So yeah, I think the key to that is Rodri doesn't have to do too much running. Bernardo will do all the legs for him. Yeah, and then obviously Rodri's super impressive at just getting the ball forward quickly. He just is. He doesn't have that Rodri of doing them like quick passes that are just break the lines, and we need that. So that, I think that's what's got to start Wednesday as well.
We really need Gonzalez on Wednesday. I don't know how fit he is, but they have to wheel him out somehow because there's no Rodri. There's no Rodri.
You're right. There's no Rodri. Fucking hell. Do you know what? Yeah. Hey, Alan, come back. All has been forgiven. Alan, stop doing your research on Galatasaray. It's all right.
I think,
when you look at it, you actually think about it and think, God, I forgot we got no Rodri. Potentially Gonzalez going to be.
That's what's worrying me more than the defense, to be honest. Bernardo Silva should be told by Pep, you're sat in midfield beside whoever's out beside you, and do not move. Just you cause carnage in the centre of midfield, tidy up the mess, whatever, attacks and stuff.
The thing is, players have got to step up now, aren't they? Players at Foden's going to have to step up. You have to step up and put a shift in. Rico Lewis is going to have to step up and put a shift in. This is what you get paid money for. Shit is on the line. You need to put professional performance in and just crack on.
So realistically, right, against Galatasaray, I think probably one of the more likely things we might actually see will be Aït-Nouri on the left and O'Reilly in the middle with Bernardo Silva.
Yeah,
do you reckon? I don't think so.
Yeah.
What do you think then, Pulpy? What would you? Who would you have?
I think he's going to. It'll be Bernardo Silva and Rico Lewis and Phil Foden in the middle.
Oh,
I know it's lightweight.
No, I think Rico in the midfield's fine. We
haven't got much else. We can't have Nico. There's no Rodri. You couldn't put Rans in there. He's basically like an anchor-cheek in midfield. He can't put a tackle in.
Yes, so I'd put O'Reilly because he's more physical than Rico.
O'Reilly's been tested and playing in midfield, and he doesn't look good as a midfielder.
No, but as a DM, as a DM. No, hold on. I haven't seen Rico as a DM.
Nico, you mean? Nico
No. I have seen Nico. I haven't seen Rico as a DM ever.
It won't be a DM, will it? It'll be Bernardo, and he'll just play in the midfield.
No. What? So you think Bernardo will be the DM and Rico?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Oh, that stinks.
I was thinking it's just one of those. It's what we're going to need to do. Just have to suck it up. Look, who plays midfield? There's no Gundogan's there. Gundogan's no spring chicken, is he?
Nah.
You know what I mean?
It's more. I'd be playing O'Reilly for the physical side with Bernardo. I wouldn't. I mean, like I keep saying, I'm not against Rico in the final third, but Rico in any sort of holding capacity, in any sort of pivot.
I don't know. I just think it's just going to be. It's one of those games where it's whoever's the fittest can play. It really is down to that now.
Yeah, I mean, I've completely forgot about Rodri.
It's our fault.
That's why I've said Galatasaray favourites.
Yeah,
you can't have any team coming to the Etihad favourites, mate, especially in Europe. You can't.
Well, mate, our midfield is piss weak without the main players there.
No, it's
piss
not
weak.
I won't say, but that's not where the game's won and lost, is it?
I mean,
well, it is.
No. We have enough. We have enough to get through the game.
I agree. Look, you can't be. I agree. Galatasaray are not coming to the Etihad as favourites, right? But I also do think, you know, with the option, the fact Gonzalez, Rodri are both out, and then Guehi's out and Semenyo's out, it certainly isn't ideal. But I think if you look at, we're basing it on the Bodo Glint game. I think we're already in a better place mentally. That was off the back of the Derby loss. We're now coming in off the back of a win. Yeah, but I agree with you. The midfield is worrying, very worrying. I completely forgot about Rodri being out. And I guess I know Gonzalez is probably unlikely to be played, but if there is any chance, I think we need him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what Galatasaray's approach is going to be, because they can't get top 8, and they're guaranteed a playoff place.
Can they not get top 8 now?
No, they can't. They there's far too many imponderables. Probably outside the top 3 in the group. More or less every team has to lose.
Yeah.
They could finish above us. But I mean, they still won't make top 8, but they're guaranteed playoff.
To me, I hope City win. I'd love it if they did, but I can't see it.
What?
Yeah,
but Alan, you're not. I hear what you're saying, but you're not basing it on much.
Yeah, we haven't got a fucking midfield.
We've got at least 4 players that can play midfield, Alan. Just because it's not up to the standard that you're expecting to walk the Champions League with. We have options. You can even put Nunes in midfield if you really wanted to.
Yeah,
we have options, mate. It's not like we've got one fit midfielder having to put kids in. We've got 4 or 5 midfielders that can play there. It's just not ideal.
No.
Yeah, definitely not ideal. Definitely not ideal.
Gonzalez is fit.
If Nico Gonzalez plays, then I'll be very happy. Right? Very happy, because we need him.
Even for an hour.
Exactly. 100% agree with you. But if he's not available, I think we're going to struggle. I really do.
Well, we will see. When's it, Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah. So we got. Do you know what? That's why the players have got a day off today, innit? So we've got a bit more of a rest than we usually have as well, than we have been having recently as well. So, and I do think the Etihad's going to be up for it, because we know how important a game it is. Yeah, we definitely we are the favourites. But any other standout players at the weekend though?
Bernardo was fucking brilliant.
I thought Bernardo was quality. Yeah, agreed.
He was everywhere.
Yeah, I think he got an assist as well, right? Got an assist as well, which with a forward pass, people noted. I know you won't want to admit that, but it was a forward pass from Bernardo.
Bernardo gets in the stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I set level 3 at South Stand. These guys around me they never give him a break. I mean, I don't know what he has to do. It's all get him and all this.
It's one of the things, mate. When he's gone, you'll hate that he's not there anymore. They'll not have anybody in midfield like him, and it'll be like, we need somebody.
You know what I mean? You know,
This
it's
is quite interesting. If Nico G's training today, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
We do need. I do agree with Alan. It does worry me a little bit, but I don't know.
even
I
for an hour,
can't.
we can get an hour out of him.
I do
Because
think,
we'll certainly need him for the Spurs and Liverpool games away. You know, we need him and Rodri together in that midfield.
Yeah. That would be nice. It would be nice when we get to a point where we can potentially play Gonzalez. And the thing for me as well is I don't want to see Reinders pull back from where he's playing at the moment. I think Reinders at the moment, Reinders is better playing further forward. He impacts the game far, far more. That's where I probably would go with Ait Nouri maybe on the left. And
He's not physical enough to defend, really.
Who?
Reinders.
No, he's not. He's not. Puts in a shift, but he's not physical enough.
No.
He isn't. Semenyo, though. Semenyo.
Great goal.
Well, and he nearly scored another.
He had a quiet game, didn't he? He wasn't involved much. But
do you know what?
I agree with you. He didn't do much else apart from that.
But this is a thing, right? We have for the last season, and I know Doku's been a lot better this season, but we as a fan base, we as a club, have certainly moaned about the fact that we've got two players in Doku and Savio that look so they're so good on the eye, right? But we all would say, would you rather Doku or Sterling, prime Sterling? Would you rather Savio or prime Sterling? And we'd all say Sterling, right? Now, Sterling often didn't do that much in games, but would pop up in moments and get goals. And that's what Semenyo is. That's the difference.
He's just got that killer instinct. You can see it.
Yeah.
That first touch for his first goal, that's an unbelievable first touch, that.
Oh.
Because you can see
it made the finish so easy.
The way that defender just hasn't got a clue what's going on.
Yeah.
And then that one where he smashed it into the post.
Yeah.
That little shift between both his legs onto his left, it's like, that.
Yeah. He's proper. I can't lie. He's proper.
He's going to be an absolute brute.
Yeah.
Because he can go both ways. And he's one of them. He proves that his concentration levels are high because he doesn't need to be involved in the game to be having a better impact.
Yeah.
The typical stereotype is, he's rusty. He needs to warm up a bit. Nah, he doesn't. He just one shot. That's it. It's like he's got that Haaland sort of mentality where you give me a chance, mate, it's likely going to go going in. He's got that killer instinct, and that's what you pay for.
Yeah, facts. I'm just trying to find his numbers for this season.
He's got 11 goals, right? Sure, he's got 11.
He's got 13 in all comps.
I think he scored 11 for Bournemouth.
11 in the Prem, 13 in all comps now. And that I'm pretty certain, bear with me, if I look at 24-25, because I know that was his best season before that.
This is his best season, isn't it?
This is now, he's now equaled the amount of goals he got in the whole of last season.
He's likely to score 20 Premier League goals this year.
Yeah.
We've got 16 games left, haven't we?
Yeah.
16, 17 games.
I mean, might not be far off it. Might not be far off it, you know. Yeah.
There's another 8 Premier League goals easily in him.
So his target's got to be 20 total.
Yeah. 30 goals, 4 assists. Yeah. I just think he's everything we need. This is where I actually do look at Guehi and Semenyo and think value for money and the perfect signers for what we needed. Both Premier League proven, and they've just been able to come in and hit the ground running. They look like two positive players that are hungry to win stuff. The right mentality. And they've just fit. They literally have fit like a glove for me. So
everything you read, everything you start hear and read about Semenyo and Guehi as professionals.
Yeah,
you know, they obviously thrive in a professional environment that is built to get the best out of them.
Yeah.
You know, the other teams that they got, the other teams that are in the mix, like Liverpool, they're a bit of a shit show. You know, United is a massive shit show.
Yeah.
You know,
well, or is it now?
No, it is. Come on. No.
Everything's
polishing a turd there, mate. Yeah, polishing turds massively there. So what I'm saying is the infrastructure, everything about City is put in the perfect place for professional football to get the best out of themselves.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, agreed.
It's been like that. It's been like that for 10 years, and players know that.
I had this moment on Saturday's game where O'Reilly threw himself in front of the ball and Guehi threw himself in front of the ball. And so, sorry, as an Englishman, I thought, hold on a minute, is that going to be the left side of our defence in the World Cup? Bro, I actually think if you're O'Reilly right now, because obviously I think Guehi's probably nailed on to be the centre-back for England in the World. I'm pretty certain he's nailed on to be the centre-back in the World Cup.
Stones and Guehi.
Yeah, I don't know about Stones, mate. I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I don't know about Stones.
Stones plays both England matches and the international players.
If I'm being, this is blasphemy. I'm sorry, people, but if I am England manager right now, however good John Stones has been over the years for City and for England, if I'm the England manager right now, I'm not going to lie, Maguire's getting in over Stones, bro. Like,
Konza's a man, isn't he?
Or Konza, yeah. But it's quite simply, like, especially the reason why I'm saying this is because Tuchel has come out and said players need to be getting game time and playing for their club for me to consider them. Stones is not just going to be a walk-in. But if you're O'Reilly, because there are a few players that are probably battling out for that left side, if you're O'Reilly, having Guehi come and play at City for the next 5 months, right? You know, Tuchel will look at that and think, well, if those two continue to play together for quite a lot this season, right, then that's a partnership that he doesn't even need to work on in training because they're already.
It's like a +1 chemistry sort of stuff, and it just because it's just happening. It's just occurring naturally at club level. Yeah.
So I think if you're O'Reilly, you're thinking, this could help me out with my England shout.
Well, I mean, let's be real. Who are the challenges for the left back?
They're probably Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall is probably the only legitimate one.
I think at this point, because I think Lewis Skelly, based on this season,
Lewis Skelly, he's crap.
Yeah, based on this season,
I will say maybe Luke Shaw is the only other outside chance, just because he's playing a lot of games.
Fair. Yeah.
And it makes me sick thinking about that because he's absolutely garbage, but he's legitimately the only other option, right? And he can actually play centre back as well sometimes.
Yeah, good shout with that one. I think Luke Shaw is probably one. I think Luke Shaw and Maguire, if United carry on playing the way they're playing and they're playing every game, they're both going to be shouts. And I also think as well that Tuchel will probably look at them and think they're not going to be tired because they're fucking only playing once a week, right? So that's another thing. They're not going to be at the back end of a season. So I think they have shouts.
Can I just say one thing about O'Reilly?
Yeah.
I think it was about 2 minutes into stoppage time at the end of the game. I was walking down from the gods and Wolves had a clear opening. It was only a matter of the guy getting it, putting it in the net, and that's our clean sheet gone. O'Reilly came out of nowhere and he put in the block of it was an incredible challenge. I don't know where he came from, but he just stuck the leg out and forced a corner out of it.
Yeah, I thought O'Reilly was good. I thought he was good on Saturday. I thought he was. I think him and Núñez are so important to this City team. And I hate to say it, you look at the derby and you think neither of them. I think O'Reilly came on in the second half, but by that point, I think our confidence was shot. So I really do think we missed them in that derby, man. Which is mad to be saying we're missing Núñez, but we are missing Núñez when he hasn't played. So it was good to see. I think everyone knows it was good to see Núñez back. It was also. Do you think the balls over the top? Do you think that was kind of Pep deciding? Do you know what, we need to be getting the ball to these forwards quicker?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think some of that is right. If your wingers are Savio, Doku, right, a ball over the top has no potency because what they're going to do? They're never going to beat a man. They're never going to shoot at it. However, a ball over the top now to Semenyo and a Marmouche has real consequences.
Yeah,
there's an output. There's an output there. Any ball over the top to Semenyo and he's half a yard, he's probably going to get a shot on target. Whereas if a ball over the top to Savio is likely not to be an output, and Doku's certainly not going to be running on goal. He's a cutback merchant, right? He does decent.
Yeah.
Doku's strength is somewhere else, right? Doku is as a ball, guys runs with the ball. He's not the sort of person I'd associate with a ball over the top and taking a one-time touch and scoring. You know what I mean?
Nah, not really.
Semenyo and Marc are those guys, you know.
Yeah, they literally, they really are. You're spot on. They are one touch and get it out of your feet as quickly as possible. Yeah. Especially Marmouche's. But no, it seemed to be working. I think as well, it was because one thing that I've questioned when people were really questioning Pep's football and the sideways passing, I've always said, but it's easy for us to play the counter-attacking football we played against Arsenal, right? Because Arsenal are a team that are going to come and try and camp in a half and they're going to try and have possession. So it's easy to do that. But how can we do that type of football with teams that are camping in their own half with a low block? And I don't know if maybe the only way you can do that is by hitting the ball so early that they haven't got a chance to get back into position. And maybe that's what we were looking to do at the weekend a little bit. But yeah, if I was Haaland, I would have been thinking, can I have a few of those, please? Can you give me a few of those? But just want to get everyone's takes. In fact, people, there's 150 in here. The likes, I was just checking, the likes are on 80. Please, can we get those likes up over 100? So everyone, if you just take a quick moment to have a look and
like and subscribe.
Right, let's talk about that penalty shout.
Well, it was
a penalty.
It was even I was watching the ref watching Sky there this morning, and Dermot Gallagher said it was a clear cut. You know, it wasn't even up for debate. But then they turned it round and sort of says, well, at least the referee stuck by his on-field decision. But you know, that's good in a lot of cases. But whenever it's a clear mistake, you know. It was a ridiculous decision, you know. It was so obvious.
See, for me, it's one of those, and this is what the commentators were doing. The commentators were not. It's like they were almost ignoring the fact that the ball hit his hand and his hand was in a non-natural position, and all they wanted to talk about. They actually said at one point, City need to see the bigger picture here and think that the fact that, and I thought, what are you fucking talking about? See the bigger picture that the ref... Right, because I agree, by the way, it is frustrating that the minute refs go over to the screen, it's kind of in their head, yeah, you know what, I should give this because they've called me over here for a reason, right? So I totally agree with refs standing up for themselves. But if you go over to the screen and has shown something that actually you couldn't see from the angle you were in, and it's very fucking clear it hit their hand, don't be wrong and strong. That doesn't make me go, oh yeah, you're a quality referee because you're fucking... To me, it looks like someone that it was his debut and he wanted to, you know, show that I'm willing to challenge VAR. Okay, cool. But don't just challenge VAR for the fucking sake of it. I'm sorry. Yesterday, you see the Dorgu goal? The unreal goal, right? If you see, when the ball bounces, you see Dorgu put his hands by his side, right? When players put their hands by their side, you are trying to make yourself as small as possible and you're trying to make sure your body doesn't touch the ball, right? Or your hands don't touch the ball. The minute your hands come out from your side, you're making yourself bigger. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're playing football as a kid, you're told that if you make your body bigger and the ball touches your hand, it's a handball, right? A star jump is making yourself as big as possible. So it's insane, absolutely insane. But seems to be a regular thing with us at the moment.
I'm not sure whether the referee had a clear view initially. So from that point of view, I could see why he didn't give it. But whenever he's been called to the screen, there's no decision to be made. I don't know whether there were players in his line of vision or what. I don't know, but it's a bozo from the ref.
It's just absolute bullshit. Poppy, what were you going to say about it?
I didn't think it was a penalty.
Oh,
you know?
No, I'm not just being weird.
Nah.
Oh, come on. There. Right, so I sit in the south stand as well on the 13. It looked like a Stonewall penalty, right? It looked, for me,
Can't hear you.
The way I was looking down it looked Stonewall. I was like, that's a fucking penalty. What's going on here?
Yeah,
when I got home and watched the replay.
Can you hear me, Dabs?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear everyone.
Yeah.
I can't hear Popeye.
Leave and come back, then you'll be able to hear him.
So when I watched the replay,
Can you hear Pulpy?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So when I watched the replay, right, I looked at it, and if you play, this is going to come down to it. If you play football at a level and you understand the physics of running, both players had their arms out for the same thing for balance, right? Now, fair enough, it hit his arm. However, his arm is up like because if you're running at 15, 20 mile an hour, which he was, to stop, you've got to put your arms out. Now, it is natural to put your arms out. Now, I'm thinking that is a natural position for me. Just is. I just think it is. I think that you've got to be able to understand.
Yeah. You're a scientist, huh?
Let's say so.
You are.
No, it is a natural thing to. It is natural, and I think that's come. I think it is a natural thing to slowly put your arms out when you're running for balance. Now, the problem is the consistency is the issue, because if the referees say that his isn't handball in that game, you saw the next day it gets given somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? So the problem is if every single time that what happens is not a penalty, then we all know it's not a penalty. When it gets given tomorrow, the day after, the week after, and it's like it's the same thing's fucking happened. That's the big problem, because really, and every time the ball brushes somebody's finger in the penalty area, everyone screams for handball now. It's VAR. They just do, and he always will, and the cat's out of the bag now.
Yeah,
I don't think that should be given as a penalty because he's no intention. He's not deliberately put his arm out to stop the ball. But it's the old thing: ball to hand, accidental handball. I think it's
right. So if we're doing it based on that, I agree.
It's not that anymore, but that's what it should be. It should be ball to hand, not hand to ball.
I agree with you. Like it's the same as ultimately. If we go back, my personal opinion on the Doku Man United one was the same. That if football was reffed how I would like it to be reffed, then I personally think that what the referee in that Doku incident should have said was, look, that was dangerous. You're fucking lucky that Doku got out the way of it, because if he didn't, it would have been a straight red. However, Doku got out the way of it, so I'm giving you a yellow, and I am telling you one more challenge from you, and you're off, right? But it's the 5th minute, and I'm going to, right? But ultimately, that isn't the way football works anyway. The way football works now is that if it even could be dangerous, then it's a dangerous challenge. So you go off. And this is the same with the handballs. I don't even know what's right with handball. But the problem is, I say this so often, when you look at new rules when they get brought out every summer, go through them next summer, right? And all of them are just none of them are black and white, right? They're all grey, down to interpretation.
Not really the laws, aren't they? They're how you interpret the law, right?
And then the minute
that's the problem. Right,
in the minute something is interpretation, well, everyone can interpret something differently.
That's the issue. So how many people have said? A lot of people have said it was a penalty, right? I put out a post, and a lot of people have sort of agreed with me, said it probably wasn't a penalty. I had two ex-refs like my post on X saying that the consistency is the problem. That shouldn't be a penalty. And there were 2 ex-refs.
Now you're an industry plant. I can't lie.
No. There were 2 former refs, right? But the problem is on the day the referees thought that I wish. I don't. But I've taken a job right now.
I've just got an interview with Sky.
Have you? But the issue is the consistency, because if that was not a penalty, right, and it's fine, and if they stayed with that ruling for the rest of the time, we'd all go, you know what? We all know. But the problem is the next day one's given at Chelsea for something very
the perfect example was last weekend, where our goal gets disallowed and then an identical thing happens at Arsenal, and it's literally the next day.
The problem. That's what makes things an issue.
Yeah.
But you also have to understand there is a human element. It is a guy's decision on the day, and fair play to him. And I've seen people criticising this referee. It's his first game. He's shit. He should never referee again. Come on, the guy. What would you if you did that was your first day at work, a promotion, and someone was slating you? We wouldn't have it, would you?
I'd have my notice in.
No, but you got to accept that.
No, I wouldn't.
It's a professional guy. He's doing his very, very best. He's in a high-pressure situation. He thinks by the rules he's been taught and has understood for 20 years of his life, and I've drilled into him, his interpretation at that moment was, you know what? It's not a penalty. Then you just got to say, you know what, ref?
I hear you.
That's the way it's going to have to be.
But it's the fact that it took another 3 or 4 minutes for him
that's the problem. Is it took 2 minutes for the VAR to say, come and have a look. In that situation, they said, right, we think it's an handball. wait your way over to the monitor. By the time you get there, is the replays, and we'll make a decision together. We'll talk about it over it, rather than waiting for 2 minutes for him to go over, and he's got to go over and look at it for 2 minutes and then say it's not. That's the problem. That's the big problem. But also, again, VAR, cat's out of the bag. Everyone wanted it, and it's in.
Yeah.
Now those that want it gone will be the same creatures to moan when the goal goes against them. And it should have been offside or should have been handball. It's a new debate to be talked about alongside anything else.
Alan, what are you up to with your hat swapping? By the way, I don't think I didn't notice that.
I know you're so smiling. So, this is an Australian Open one. So I went to the Australian Open on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Living the life over there, aren't you?
Pardon? And I'm there on.
Should it have been called the English Open?
Well, it should, yes.
I'll be
there on Wednesday night for the quarterfinal night because I'm going to tickets for that for the night time. So that'll be good. So I will be at the Australian Open, yeah. And it's going to be 45 degrees tomorrow, apparently.
Sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus.
It's going to be hot tomorrow.
Imagine playing 5 sets in that.
Well, you couldn't make thing is they've got a roof on it, so they've got air conditioning inside the Rod Laver Arena, so it won't be too bad.
Right, well, it's been a good weekend. Let me just wrap up here. Well, not wrap up here, just ask you. So overall, Arsenal have dropped points. City are now 4 points behind Arsenal. Where does everyone stand with this title race?
I don't think we're good enough to win it, but you never know.
I don't think we will, but I think if we can win the next 2 away games, I know Anfield's a curse, but so is Spurs for a while.
Yeah.
We've actually won our last 2. I think we've won our last 2 league games at Spurs, by the way.
Yeah,
we have. We have. Yeah.
But I think we really do need maximum points from these 2 games. If we get them, even if Arsenal are still 4 points clear. I mean, they go to Leeds on Saturday. That won't be easy.
Bro, I have to. I've been saying when I'm listing our difficult away games, I have been saying Leeds away right now. Yeah, is a fucking difficult game. Leeds are really, starting to put a string of results together. So, yeah, it's not. I don't think it's. Is it at Leeds?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I can't lie. Yeah, I mean, luckily Arsenal midweek can rest against in their Champions League game, right? But actually,
full reserve team.
But they did that last week and then put out a full strength team against Man United. And I just think at the moment this is where their mentality's really going to be stretched. They're going to have to.
Also, Anfield's the test for us because we never do well there. We never do well there.
Yeah.
Liverpool aren't playing badly, to be fair. I know they drew the other night. I lost the other night, but they're still only like 6 points behind, 7 points behind us or something.
Yeah.
They're as bad as ours at the moment.
But it's Anfield. Us and
we freeze there. We freeze there.
But if we can just get a foothold in the game, say 20 minutes, 0 each, we're pinging the ball about, that crowd can just as easy turn against them as does for them, And you get the first goal.
They've got the same problem as us. The defence is wobbly.
Yeah. Van Dijk's gone off a cliff.
Yeah, but I mean, the difference is, though, our defence is wobbly. Like, I keep saying this. Our defence is wobbly because of injuries, right?
Yeah.
Liverpool don't have that. I mean, Van Dijk, I'm so happy that Van Dijk is starting to be seen for the fucking excuse merchant that he is. Now, listen, I'm not saying that Van Dijk is a shit defender. Please,
I will.
But but I've always seen what I really don't like about him is, and I've seen this so many times, not just for Liverpool, I've seen it for Holland as well, is that whenever there is a mistake made, you instantly see him looking at someone else, right? There's no accountability.
No accountability, mate. I'll say that.
Ever. And then the other thing is, or alternatively, he just goes fucking flying up to the ref. And he did all of that on Saturday, watching him just literally running up to the ref. I'm thinking, what are you even trying to say to the ref? And by the way, apparently a Liverpool fan told me this. He actually injured one of his own. Gomez is now out because Van Dijk injured him.
Yeah.
He was complaining at the winning goal on Saturday at Bournemouth, and he was over at the ref giving it.
Yeah, exactly.
But what he didn't realise was it was the Liverpool player pushed and not the Bournemouth player.
Yeah.
And that's why the goal stood.
Yeah.
He's got away with murder for years.
Yeah,
He has. And all this nonsense about him being one of the greatest defenders of all time is absolute horseshit.
Well, do you know one thing that I feel he really has to be accountable for at the moment as well is I've spoke about at Liverpool at the moment, and I'm hearing it's really toxic. I'm hearing the players literally do not like the manager, right? And the players don't like and the players, and it's the senior players. This is the key. It is the senior players. Now,
just name and shame. It's going to be Van Dijk and Salah.
Robertson.
Yeah, they're the 83 senior players.
That's why I don't know if you've seen Robertson is being sold to Tottenham. And that is one of the reasons that basically is because fucking Robertson is very open that Robertson does not like it. And Van Dijk, the way you've seen the way Van Dijk does Turkheads and stuff, that I think, and this is the thing with that is Van Dijk and Robertson are captain and vice captain, right? Fucking that is not the way a captain and a vice captain should ever happen, ever be. Ever.
And that's Van Dijk's true thing.
Yeah.
It just is. That you can just tell that it just is. Sorry, but yeah.
I saw in the Athletic this morning that that Robertson deal to Spurs is a no-no. Liverpool aren't letting
no now. They're not going to let. Oh, okay.
I mean, they're talking about it like Robertson's crap.
It's past it.
It's past. Yeah, it's past it.
Yeah. I think this is the thing. We have to go to. It's a bit of a weird one with our next two games, right? With Liverpool and Tottenham, that they are two grounds that we aren't always our best at, right? And that it does feel a bit like the fans and the players and the club, we go there kind of a bit nervous because of that. Pep needs to get them up, get us over that, because if we're looking at Tottenham at home this season, in fact, Tottenham full stop this season, but in particular, Tottenham at home this season, and even if we look at Liverpool at home and this season, we're better than them, right? We're better than both of them, and we just need to go there and remember these lot are fucking more nervous than we are, right? Both of them are more nervous right now. And Liverpool lost at home to City. Their fan base will be in complete fucking meltdown. So,
well, you know what? One thing we do have to hope is that Tottenham don't sack Thomas Frank before they play us, because I can't handle another loss to a caretaker manager in a season.
Poppy, I'm not going to lie, yeah. Right now, Frank is being rumoured to be sacked, and I've even seen rumours that Slot's going.
Gerrard, imagine that 4 bounce backers. Yeah.
And Gerrard is coming in, right? And you just think, fuck's sake, we got Carrick's first game. Now we can get Gerrard's first game. Fuck's
Who can Spurs get in? Who can Spurs get in as their next player?
Ginola with his fucking long hair.
Jurgen Klinsmann will come in.
It's all right. We'll get Rustler. Let him go at it. Right, people, we're going to leave it here. This is going to redirect over to the catch-up, which for those of you that don't know is actually just one thing. Mate, so I had one of my mates, Ty, who runs Never a Foul with us. Yesterday, he was giving it all. I told you, man. Do you know what? On the show in the morning, this is what he did. He gave us a breakdown of why Man United could win the game, right? He then gave a prediction of a draw, right? But then said, but I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal win it, right? And then at the end, I told you? And I go, bro, the only thing you didn't say
that's what you call covering all bases, isn't it?
Yeah. Literally. But no, this is going over to the catch-up. It's an Arsenal channel, so people, please stay where you are. Raid it and just give them absolute shit. Just literally, is there a bottle emoji? If there
can I just say big shout out to Troops last night, because that was comedy gold.
It was good.
That was absolute comedy gold.
Do you know what?
I've watched it 3 times. You know, when that goes in the table and the tables and chairs are all flying about the place.
Do you know, it's when you hear one of his sons come in the house or something and laugh, and you can see his face. He's ready to. But just, I'm quite good friends with Troops. I know a lot of people probably have their opinion on Troops. Troops is actually a really, really good guy, yeah, and he has been going home and away with Arsenal for years and years and years and years. Obviously, he's stopped now to do the YouTube thing, but he was going for years. I must say, there's moments in the second part, right? Because he disappears off camera. When he comes back, there's moments where I can actually see the pain in his face. So, like, you can see he's thinking, we're fucking doing it again. We are doing it again. And I hate to say it, but this is where I keep looking at that Carabao Cup and thinking, we have to turn up the notch on them in that Carabao Cup, because if we beat them in the Carabao Cup, their heads are gone, completely gone.
The fans are. The fans.
Let's beat Newcastle Thursday, Daps. Come on.
Oh, come on. Right.
Let's get over that Newcastle one over the line first, mate, before we start doing that. Without that, because we know.
Well, Villa took the piss out of them yesterday. Like, you know, it was, they don't look in a good place at the moment.
Newcastle. It would be so. They've scored 2 goals in 9 years at the Etihad. It would be typical City for them to go and bag 3, and us not really.
3-0, yeah.
3-0. We're out. But right, people.
That'll be typical City, wouldn't it?
That is proper typical City. Right, stay where you are, people. Get those bottles ready. There is a bottle emoji. As soon as you get in the catch up, please, just absolutely spam it with bottles. Until then, let's leave you with it one more time.
Go on.
Go and win the game. Do not lose it. Do not lose it. Do not fucking lose it. Do not fucking lose it! You fucking piece of shit! You fucking wanker!